What's up everyone, Snooty Minotaur here. Welcome back to another video on the channel, and it's about time for me to do my first thoughts and opinions video on Chapter 4 Season 2. We've been in this season for about a week, and that's kind of why I've been delaying this video for a little bit, because I wanted to really just try and do as much as possible in the season until I can give my first thoughts and opinions about it. So I finally did it, and well, here we are. And I'm going to be trying to answer the question here, is it any good? Because honestly, I have to say this here, if you are hesitant of not coming back to Fortnite, I would highly recommend checking out the season, because this is a really good season and I'm having an absolute blast on the game. But beforehand, we gotta start off with some positives here, because I actually have a lot of positives I want to talk about here. So first off, we gotta talk about is the battle pass, because I always do this at the very beginning of these review videos. This battle pass is really freaking good. When I mean this is a really good battle pass, I mean this is probably one of the best battle passes we have gotten in a long time. If you remember from last season, I actually talked about the battle pass and just how good it was, and this season honestly blew it out of the water. I'm not kidding. All the cosmetics in the tiers and just in general are original cosmetics, besides one, which we'll talk about a little later on in this little mini review of the battle pass. But I can tell you this is a very good battle pass. All the skins in here look really good. I'm gonna try and give off some of my favorites in here. Imani is a really cool skin. I will say the only thing I don't like about her is her big boots. The tier 1 skin, Renzo the Destroyer, really sick skull skin, and also like that nice little galaxy feel to him, looks really cool. Thunder, I feel like, is going to be a very popular meme skin this season. I mean, it's such a goofy skin. I will say Renzo and Mizuki kind of remind me of the Chapter 1 Season 8 Battle Pass in a way, to where the tier 1 skin looks a lot more like a tier 100 skin than the actual tier 100 skin. It's kind of like that in a way, but honestly, this is done a lot better, because at the very least with Mizuki, she actually has original stuff to her other than just being blatant recolors like with Lux. But my favorite skin from this battle pass, and I cannot wait to get him, is Stray. If you don't know, I am a huge fan of the Drift cosmetics, and we got a brand new Drift skin, and this is really freaking good. I can tell you this right now, this is probably gonna be one of my favorite skins from the battle pass. When I get him, I'm going to be running him a lot. It's a really good skin, and not to mention here, we have a lot of really good emotes out of here. I can't mention everything out of this battle pass though, but I can tell you this, there's a lot of dances in this battle pass, and I cannot be more happier to say that having original cosmetics in the tiers, and also them having like challenge rewards, like, it's really cool. I think this is a very good battle pass in that way. And again, original dances. There's not a single copyrighted dance other than maybe the chef special, which apparently is copyrighted. I don't know why it is, but this is a really strong battle pass. And not to mention, for the first time in Fortnite's history, we have Eren Yeager, aka an anime character, in the battle pass. This is the first anime collab we've ever seen in Fortnite in the battle pass, and he looks pretty good. I do think that people are probably not gonna really be a big fan of him, especially with how he looks, but I'm telling you, I am very excited for this collab. I have watched Attack on Titan, so this is really exciting for me. But I'm guaranteeing you this, when this collab comes out next month, because it is going to be coming out, I believe, a month from this video recording, I'm guaranteeing you this, he's not going to be the only skin we're getting. I'm just saying. But anyways, let's hop right into the gameplay stuff, and I gotta be honest here, we had a lot of really good gameplay stuff. So let's actually talk about the map here first. The map is actually pretty interesting. They actually extended the map out a lot more from last season's map, and they added a whole new biome to it. It's a nice little Japanese area. Really like a lot of the areas, and they definitely fit the theme of the season. Obviously, the best place that they added was Mega City. I mean, this place is really good. All the other areas are also pretty decent as well. I also really like the new Loot Lake area that spawns in around like the last half of the game. Very interesting location. It does give off a really overpowered mythic, which, I mean, it's the pulse rifle, it's really overpowered. But speaking of that, we have to talk about the loot pool, because there actually was some pretty decent changes to the loot pool this season. Now, granted, there was a ton of vaults that happened this season, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit later on. But I want to talk about some of the highlights of this season, and that's definitely some of the new things that they added. Like, for example, the kinetic blade. People are saying that this thing is really overpowered, but honestly, in terms of this being compared to the shockwave hammer, I'd rather take this over the shockwave hammer any day of the week. I think, honestly, it's a lot more balanced than the shockwave hammer, in my personal opinion. At the very least, with the shockwave hammer, it was really strong against people, and it was really good for mobility purposes and also just destroying builds. This thing is actually not as bad. It's more or less used as a mobility item, and if you pair this with the aerialist perk, it's actually really freaking good. And I think this is a lot more balanced than the shockwave hammer, and honestly I could see a nerf happening to this pretty soon, but I think it's actually really balanced. It's more balanced than the shockwave hammer, I can tell you that. But then we have two new weapons. We have the Havoc assault rifle, or in this case the Havoc suppressed assault rifle. It's pretty good. I do think it's a very balanced weapon, does the job right, and it's very good. But the one weapon that everybody's talking about here is the Havoc pump shotgun, and I'm telling you, this is probably one of the best shotguns I think we have ever seen in the game ever. Like, I thought the thunder shotgun was pretty good. I will say that it was a little bit slow, especially when it came to the reloading of the weapon, but with this feels 10 times better. I would not mind this weapon staying in. Like, the mythic version does 250 damage to the head, which is absolutely crazy. This thing is really good. It is one of the best shotguns I think we've ever seen in Fortnite. And could this be better than the current pump that we have, like the current OG pump shotgun? I think it might be, but I don't know. I don't want to call that right now. But yeah, this is a very, very good shotgun, and honestly I could see a nerf happening to it pretty soon. I'm just saying. I also have to give huge props to Epic for buffing the slurp juice. I was not expecting them to do this, but they made this item already good enough. It was already a good healing item, but they made it into probably the best healing item in Fortnite history. It's literally a chug jug now. It's crazy good. It is basically an essential for this season. You have to have one of these. Now here's something I gotta bring up here, and that's the unvaults. This is my only problem with this season, and the reason why I'm actually bringing this up here is because they honestly felt pretty lazy. I'm not kidding when I say this. Pretty much all the unvaults that we got for this season were basically from last season. They were literally in the loot pool not even about a week ago. Like, don't get me wrong, Heavy Sniper being back in the game, amazing. Really happy that it's back, but it was in the Most Wanted event, and then they took it out 10 days before the season launched, and then they brought it back for this season. Same thing with the exotics that they introduced in that season as well. They brought them back in this one too. It was really weird. I don't know why they decided to do that. And then also the combat shotgun was a exclusive to a perk, and they made it into floor loot now, which I do find pretty good. But again, it's just like, really? This was pretty lazy in my opinion, and that's pretty much it. So what do you think of Chapter 4 Season 2 so far? Because so far I'm having a really good time with this season. I would love to know down below in the comments section. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, turn notification bell so you don't miss any more new videos from me. Drop a like in the video if you did happen to enjoy this video. Check out my Twitter, that's @SnowManT on Twitter. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you, and remember everyone, it's always good to take chances.